Morning, honorable members. We have agreed. Okay, let me appreciate the work that we have been doing, particularly on the complex debate we've contributed to yesterday. We must appreciate your work as the members for having deliberated over time on this matter, on this subject. We take note of the discussion that ensued yesterday. Must appreciate the work that we've been interacting on. The 3 reports have now been presented by the IEC, Government Printing Works, and Home Affairs. And we've interacted with those reports, the annual reports. Today was to get effect to adopt the report. And I want members to take note of the issues that have arisen from that report. I got a sense that there are issues. Last night, Mr. Salmon sent a report, or the report has not been completed by last night. Given the issues that he raised, it was having challenges with the network and the gadgets, but also the work that entails the BRRR. And just after the Electoral Act Amendment Bill, so it was a lot of work. And we know that we had to postpone the last week meeting for Tuesday to interact with this process. So I thought Mr. Matonsi and other members, Mr. Salmon, I must start there and get the impression of members. And what I will request first, perhaps Mr. Matonsi, you outline the process, what we need to do in terms of this in terms of the BRRR. Just before I invite members to get an impression on the process and the deadline, and when we must have considered this report. Parliament has given us 2 weeks since we've opened dealing with this matter. Yeah, Mr. Matonsi, apologies, and after that, just give an indication of what the committee must do today, and then I'll give members Mr. Salmon. Mr. Matonsi.
Yes, Chairperson. On my side, on apologies, there's none, Chairperson. When it comes to the BRRR, yesterday, it was the day that we're supposed to adopt the report. But as Adam has indicated, also that because of the short period of time, and as well as the problem with the laptop, he could not finish the report and send it to members last night. So my suggestion would be that since the report, I'm not sure if he has completed it, but I doubt if members will. I doubt, but members have not seen it. I will recommend that if we can move the meeting to Tuesday. On Tuesday, we are looking at the job profile of the IEC commission that was sent by the House Chair, and then we can also add this agenda item to also include the adoption of the report. That would be my suggestion, Chairperson, so that we don't waste time today, and then gives us enough time to have finalized the report by over the weekend, Chairperson. Thanks.
What was the time frame for us to submit the report?
It was today. It was supposed to be today.
What is the process from now?
I don't think there will be any harm. I don't think there will be any harm because there won't be anything that will be done on the report today. I mean, after we have adopted it, except to ATC it, and then we can still send the report on Tuesday. Because I've seen in the past wherein we have been given a deadline, but you know, we have got other committees that will not meet the deadline and still submit the report.
Okay. Thank you very much. Mr. Salmon, can I get your impression? And perhaps
thank you. Yes.
Just brief members on the reason I've already outlined to them so that there's comfort on the information transmitted.
Thank you, Chairperson. Yes, as I indicated in my message yesterday, we usually have a week to complete this annual report after we receive the last annual report presentations, just to integrate all the different information. And we only had 3 days. And then in addition to this, I had particular challenges with my laptop crashing and then also being issued with a desktop in replacement whilst it's being repaired, which also doesn't work during load shedding. So I lost some data during load shedding as well. So it's been a little bit of a battle to get the document out. I did work all night to get it done because I understood the deadline was today, but I only submitted it to members this morning. I am able and willing to present to the members the main highlights of the report and to get their feedback on additions prior to our adopting it on Tuesday, should you decide to do so. It's basically just the issues raised during the annual report and then the recommendations outstanding and the recommendations going ahead. Which shouldn't take too long. The report itself is 40 pages long, but the recommendations and observations are around 4 to 5 pages, which I can brief members on fairly quickly today.
Okay.
And we're also, I mean, should members decide, we're also able to adopt today if there aren't too significant changes, but I'll leave it to the discretion of the committee.
Okay. No, thanks, Mr. Matonsi and Mr. Salmon. I just wanted the members to get a sense so that when we take a decision, whether we proceed or we postpone, at least there's an established understanding. I will invite Honorable Mudisemsa to comment. I'll invite Honorable Tito to comment. I'll invite Honorable Lizelle to comment. I'll invite Honorable Kanyile to comment. In that order.
Thank you very much, Chair. I think in light of this advice with regard to the report that members were unable to receive, I would support the suggestion that we move the meeting to Tuesday, provided we are able to get the report sent to us at least during the weekend so that members can be able to peruse, go through the report, and on Tuesday we can then be able to deliberate and adopt the report. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you. Honorable Tito or Honorable Mukhale.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. I think the proposal that the honorable member has made, I fully in support of it, so that at least we familiarize ourselves with the report over the weekend and we'll be able to make contributions when we come back on Tuesday. So I think it's supported from my side. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Lizelle.
Good morning, Chairperson. Good morning to all the colleagues. I wanted to firstly start by saying also thank you to you for ably leading us in all of these months as we discussed the Electoral Laws Amendment Bill. You thanked us, but I think it's also incumbent upon us to thank you for your leadership in this process that we underwent, this very difficult process. My only concern with the proposal now is that on Tuesday, we've got to adopt the report. So we can't on Tuesday then give additional inputs to Mr. Salmon. So he made the proposal that maybe he could just run through the document, and then maybe over the weekend we could give him our inputs, which we can do via email, which then means on Tuesday when he comes to the committee to table the report, then at least our inputs would be reflected on there. So my suggestion would be either he just runs through the report and we don't comment, we send comments via email to be included for Tuesday's meeting, or otherwise we just take the document, read it over the weekend, and then send him our inputs so that on Tuesday we can adopt. Because my fear is if we only give inputs on Tuesday, then of course there would be more changes needed to the document. I hope I'm making sense. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Kanyile. Okay, Honorable Ross.
Thank you, Chairperson. I'm so sorry. I had a problem with unmuting the device. Good morning to you and good morning to the colleagues and everyone in the meeting. I'd also like to take the opportunity and thank you for leading us while we're busy with the EAP. It was a lengthy process and we appreciate your guidance. Chairperson, we have just received the report now. I think it was 802 from Adam. I also support Honorable Lizelle that through the document, take us through the recommendations as well. Then we will consider the recommendations and maybe submit our whatever that we want to submit over the weekend. This will enable us to adopt the document on Tuesday, considering that we are late already. I think if I captured Mr. Matonzi correctly, he indicated that we should have adopted this report yesterday. So I support Honorable Lizelle. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks, members. Honorable Mudishimcha, Honorable Mohale, Honorable Lizelle, and Honorable Kanyile. I got a sense from Mr. Salmon yesterday when I was interacting with him that he is pressured on the issues, and I'm assuming that he may have run the program or the reports because they had to send it to members and incomplete as it is, even if he may assume that it's complete, but I'm sure that we're going to pick up issues. Two, that let's agree to give him time to refresh, and Mr. Matonzi, both of you, to refresh the report and complete it. Send it to members. We can give you a day today to run on it, and tomorrow at least send it out to members so that they have at least Monday, Sunday, and Monday to thoroughly deal with the read through the report, engage the report themselves, make comments on the report. Those comments that are going to be made, put them on the separate slide. Don't correct in the document. Put them in the correct slide. Indicate that, look, here is the issue that we picked up by Honorable Mohale. These are the issues that pick up by Honorable Chabane, and then we'll take it from there in the committee meeting. So we will not allow you to present the report now. We're giving you time, and send us to tomorrow. Members will go through it, and on Monday we'll deliberate on the report with those comments, and then we'll adopt the report. And I think that we want to allow you that space to deal so that we have a comprehensive and detailed report that is sufficiently done. I'm allowing you deliberately because of the experience we have observed, and I've in the past reports that we presented to the committee, which I also raised some of the issues in terms of that which the reports have been carefully done. So it will assist you members when they pick up issues, at least when the report comes to the attention of the PC on Tuesday, thoroughly being a crafted input given, and on the side you're able to do that. I think let's not allow the meeting to proceed within those reasons that were presented. Will that assist the Mr. Matonzi and Mr. Salmon?
Yes, Chairperson, it will assist.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sam.
Thank you, Chairperson. We'll proceed as advised.
Okay. Thank you, members. I think that is how we're going to take any contrary view to what you are suggesting that will assist the meeting. Can I establish?
Chairperson, if I can just add, so that members don't need to read the entire report, the observations and recommendations on page 37 and page 40. So I'll indicate that in the email, just so that members know they don't have to read the entire report. It's the observations and recommendations that we really focus on, that we need the members' input on. Thank you.
Okay. There's no any other contrary view. I think we agree on the process we're going to move. And I will request you, Mr. Salmon and Mr. Matones, please by tomorrow send this report to members for them to interface and assist on the input that they must carry back to your attention. Members, thanks very much for having considered to start the meeting at 8 o'clock early in the morning. The meeting stand adjourned.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you,
very much,
Chairperson.
Chairperson.
Bye.